What is going on, everyone? Roughneck2 Charlie here, and I'm back with another informative Battlefield 1 video. I want to thank you for all your support on the prior videos, and if you like this one, please smash that thumbs up button down below, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Now, for a lot of us, it's that time of year. It's getting cold, and it's starting to snow. I got my first snowstorm a few days ago, and it's been cold ever since. So this got me to thinking, what are we missing from Battlefield 1 with all of this inclement weather that we already have? We have sandstorms, we have rain, we have fog, but we don't have snowstorms. So, what I've been doing is I have been doing some major digging between all the rumors about what Battlefield DLC is looking at, and then also I've been hitting the web like crazy and learning about World War I as much as I can, and trying to get these rumors and the information that's out there to kind of tie in together. That's where I came up with theories such as my Char 2C super tank, or my Fort Douaumont, the new quote-unquote Operation Metro. I'll be sure to link both of those videos down in the description. One thing that I noticed while doing some research is we are looking at possibly the Russians and the French being introduced in the first paid DLC. And I basically covered the French when I did my Fort Douaumont video, but when I got digging for some Russian information, I came across the Battle of Masurian Lakes. One thing that really sticks out about this battle is the fact that the Germans made their first assault in the middle of a blizzard. And it took place very early in World War I. It actually took place between the dates of 7 and 14 September of 1914. And this was a very significant battle between the Russians and the Germans, because this offensive, led by Paul von Hindenburg and Erich Ludendorff, pushed the Russians completely out of Germany and all the way back into their own country. And on top of all that, they killed and wounded between 100 and 125,000 men, and also took between 30 and 45,000 prisoners as well. And that was a major thing that happened during that battle, is the fact that a lot of prisoners were taken, and a lot of it had to do with the weather. So how does all of this tie into a possible map that we could have in the next DLC? What we don't have right now is any kind of real water maps. And I'm not talking like the ocean where we have boats and the dreadnought and stuff like that. What I'm talking about is kind of like the old Battlefield 3 map, Alborz Mountains. Now, I know this is more of a mountain map than anything, but on one side of it, there was a giant frozen lake, and you were able to cross that lake. Now, imagine having a Battlefield 1 map that more focuses around a frozen lake. That maybe there's open spots where if you fall in, you die because of the freezing cold weather. Or you have all these tanks working their way across with the chance of them breaking and falling in. Or, how about the opportunity to set a trap? You see a tank coming across the ice, you throw some dynamite down, you throw a limpet charge down, and you blow that ice out from underneath it, causing it to sink and kill everyone inside. And this would make for some really interesting gameplay. Now, another thing this got me thinking about is an old Battlefield Bad Company 2 campaign mission, where you're up on a mountain and you have to run from warm spot to warm spot, or you freeze to death and die. Now, I thought that might be a crazy thing that Battlefield could implement into a map, but I think that would probably slow down the gameplay a little too much. Although, if they wanted to stick with realism, that definitely could be a way to go. So what I'm proposing is a map that has ice, that has snow, and that has a giant blizzard, a blinding blizzard that comes in and just totally changes everything. I honestly don't know what kind of a behemoth we could have on this. Honestly, it would work for my Char 2C super heavy tank, but that's just my way of thinking, because I really like the thought of having a behemoth like that in Battlefield 1. But most likely something like this would include something like the airship. Now, what are your thoughts on having a winter map? We don't have one yet, and we don't have the inclement weather that comes along with winter either. Do you think that a snowstorm would be something that's fun? I personally hate the winter, but I don't mind playing a video game in it. But I think it would be really fun to throw in another season. And that will help tie in just how long World War I was. But right now, a lot of people that might not know a lot about World War I are getting it portrayed to them like it was always happening either in a warm environment with the desert, or the only kind of weather that they really saw was rain because it wasn't cold out. Which obviously isn't true, because there was plenty of winter storms that took place during World War I. So again, if you think this is a great idea, or even if you don't, let me know down in the comments below. I think it's going to be a great dynamic that DICE could really use to their advantage, and I think it would make for some very fun gameplay. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you found it informative, please let me know. I'm enjoying these videos very much. I'm learning so much about World War I, and I want to hear your feedback, so please let me know down in the comments below what you think. Until next time, I'm Roughneck2Charlie, and I will see you very soon.